Alright, so, seeing as I was getting a bunch of flack from my original version of the Chopin lick here, you know, too much gain using a whammy bar and not explaining what strings I'm using in the you know, the extensive breakdown. So I thought, okay, well, let's redo this video, clean it up, you know, make it easier to play. So I did modify the lick a little bit, and I'll provide a link for the tabs you'll see in the bottom section there. And hopefully this one turns out better, and I won't put it as a two-part video, especially considering now I've got, you know, 15 minutes that I can upload onto YouTube without, you know, having it cut me off at 10 minutes. So, without further ado, let's try and slow this lick down, alright? Alright, now here's the fun part, the brutal breakdown. Now, most of your arpeggios start off on the high E string. So here you've got on the high E, you go 16, 17, 16, 14, so... Sorry about the string noise. So 16, 17, 16, 14, then 16th fret on the B string, ending on the 13th fret on the G string, and then you shift positions, so you come down, you'll be doing 14, 16, 14, 12 on the high E, and then 14 on the B, and then 13 on the G. Basic arpeggio, then shifting positions again. This is the part that I modified from my original version of the video. You'll be going, and originally I had that as, and very easy to mess that up by going, happens often, especially if you're playing it pretty fast. So, high E, 12, 14, 12, 11, and then on the B string you go 13, 9. And that sets you up perfectly for the next position of the next arpeggio, which, starting on the high E again, you go 11, 12, 11, 9. And then on the B you go 10, and then 9 on the G. And this part gets kind of tricky. Just kind of, you know, jump your finger all the way up to the high E string from the 9th fret. So starting on the 9th fret on the high E, you go 9, 11, 9. Everybody's familiar with that one? So 9, 11, 9 on the high E, then 10 on the B, 11 on the G, and then back up to 10 on the B. And then here, another part that I modified, which makes it a lot easier to play and a lot cleaner. Instead of barring the 9th fret, you go 9, 11, 9, skip down to the G string, and then go 13, 9, 13, 13. So and here's where the really, really tricky part comes up is, so there is string skipping there, and I figured if you're going to do string skipping at all, make it even and distribute it throughout several strings. So you're skipping. So from that arpeggio, you'll go 11 on the A string, and then basically you're doing a perfect 5, a power chord. So the 13th fret on the D string, and then here I usually use my 3 first fingers to play this. So it's on the G string, you go in a chromatic, little chromatic run, 13, 14, 13, 12, and end it on the 13th. And then you go on the B string, 13, 14, and then on the high E string finally, 12, 14. And then you start the lick over. So and then it changes once you get down to the 9th position. So you'll start over, and then here, so on the high E string, instead of going the same path you did the first run, on the second run you're going 11, 12, 11, 9, and then on the B string, 10, G string 9, and then E string 10 again. And then the run goes into like a quasi-arpeggio, quasi-chromatic thing. It's kind of hard to explain. Looks a lot more complicated than it is, but essentially you're just going, starting on the D string, 9, 11, 12, and then going up to the G string, you go 9, 11, 12, 13, and then slide up to the 14th fret with your pinky. So then you go up to the B string and go with that same sort of idea. You go 12, 14, 15, 16, and then slide up to the 17th fret and go 17, 18, 19, 20, and then it ends on the high E string going 16, 21, which kind of ends it on a C sharp minor arpeggio. So basically that run will sound like and I hope that helps.